Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Clearview Ice Arena for this ACHA Men's Division III ice hockey game between your Robert Morris University Colonials and the IUP Crimson Hawks. I am Andrew Keel, alongside me Andrew Komorowski, D3 Assistant Captain on IR. Welcome to the stream.
Yep, it's good to be on here. I'm glad to stay involved with RMU hockey, even though I'm on the IR. Can't find my way on the ice, might as well find my way onto the broadcast.
Might as well. Tonight we got a good matchup here. 7-1 RMU taking on 7-2 IUP. You played this team last year. What's your take on this team?
So IUP is a good team. They play well with their systems. They know their game, and they play it well. So a little piece of history for this game is last season we tied them early on in the season. Later on during our big playoff push, we beat them in our last 4 games, in one of those last 4, for us to make it into playoffs and to knock them out. So there's some history, there's some bad blood between these teams, so should turn out to be a pretty good game.
It should be a good game. Leading point scorer for each team, RMU leading point scorer is Parker Smith, 7 goals, 12 points total. On IUP side, it's their captain, Jake Gergio, 1 goal, 11 points. And one thing about IUP is they seem to spread out the wealth.
Yeah, they're definitely all across the board. They've got a bunch of guys with 9, 10, 11 points, so it looks like they're scoring well across all their lines too. So that means that RMU is going to have to be key, especially with their bottom 2 lines, is defending well. If we have any laps, it seems like IUP is ready to capitalize on it.
It does seem like that. They've got the attack from every angle, but IUP losing earlier this season to Cal U, unlike RMU, who was able to beat them just this past Monday or 2 Mondays ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Able to get the win over Cal, but IUP falling to Cal.
Yeah, IUP, they're sitting at 2-2 in league play right now, while RMU is up 5-0. So we see RMU on a hot 7-game win streak right now. Fantastic start to the season, while IUP's had a couple of losses sprinkled in there. But overall, we see 2 pretty heavyweight teams going at it tonight.
2 pretty heavy teams. Obviously, RMU a little bit higher on the conference play department, but IUP obviously trying to catch them in the standings.
Yeah, definitely. I can see IUP's a team whose quality I feel like every season that I've been around for, so I expect nothing less from them tonight. So I expect a good night of hockey.
It should be a very good night of hockey, as the starting goalies for both sides. For IUP, it will be John Hallman. So far this season, played 3 games, has 2-1 record, 333 goals against, and an .897 save percentage. For RMU, it will be Jeremiah Brozovic, 3-1, 3 goals against, and a .943 save percentage. So a little better stats for Brozovic than Hallman in this one.
Yeah, so looks like a pretty even goaltending matchup. I mean, watching both them in warm-ups, I mean, they're both pretty sound goalies. I mean, it's going to be tough. We're going to have to capitalize on some dirty goals, get in tight. Like that's how goals are going to be scored today.
It does seem like both goalies have been really strong, and it looks like it's going to be the greasy goals, the squeaky goals that go in for this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's some teams that play with some heart. That's how we're going to see some goals today.
We send it down to Phil Pachinski for our openers and the opening lineups for both teams. Clay Blocher gets the start. Jake Gergo, leading point scorer, will get at the start as well. And Nate Malott will also get the start. Fletcher Harvey getting the start. Luke Johnson will get the start. And as previously said, John Hallman getting the start in that. Starters for the Colonials. Parker Smith, assistant captain, will get the start. Justin Newton will get the start as well. And so will Luke Rose. Baker, the captain, will get the start. Mike Parzinski as well, making his way up the D pairings throughout the season. And Jeremiah Brozovic, as stated, will get the goal start in goal as well. As we've got Tucci in the building, so we got to send it down to John Tucci. Always a good night when John Tucci's in the building, and that means it's hockey game night. As we're about to get this game underway, what is your keys to victory for the RMU Colonials?
I think some keys to victory for the Colonials today are, number one, we got to stay out of the box. We definitely got into some penalty trouble last night, and that put us in some bad spots. Definitely get those dirty goals. Look for the rebounds. Everyone get in tight on net. That's where our goals are going to be scored. And three, we got to protect our own net. Again, last game we had a little bit of trouble protecting the house, keeping our defensemen home. So got to stay home, protect the house. That's where RMU's going to win this game tonight. And another thing worth noting is looking at this IUP starting line. This is where most of their points are coming from. Looking at the starting lineup now, a lot of points between their three forwards, and it looks like their defensemen are contributing well as well. So definitely a big first shift here for the Colonials.
Big first shift is needed, and puck down, and here we go. Puck goes down to Parzinski off the draw. Going to send it up to Smith, who deflects it back to IUP, but back into the offensive zone, and all the way back to the defense. Sent back in by Garrigo, and now back to the point at the red line. My mistake. Baker's going to hand that one down in the slot of zone net. Tipped up to Newton, up to Smith. Smith going to dump that one in. Newton on the chase. Down in the corner, turned over at the point to Luff. Sent down to Newton. Newton now working the edges around the dot. Quick shift here for the Colonials. Luff going to send that one down to Smith behind the net. Turned over. The Crimson Hawks are going to try and go the other way. Malott has a chance, but turned over by number 8, Jack Jones. Crimson Hawks now back in their own zone, push back. Colonials looking to put on the pressure early. Already put the third line out there. Number 95, Harvey, pushing in. Covered by Brozovic.
Yeah, both teams looking a little squirrely there off the start. Didn't look like anyone really wanted to control the puck right off the drop, but you can see both teams starting to work the dump and change, get the puck in deep, and start that cycle, and that's where both teams are really going to thrive today.
Both teams have been looking a little sloppy, as you said, but now looking to control it is the Colonials, but turned right over behind the net, but picked up again by Sorelli. Going to play with it. Tries to hit Ermajati. Pass in front. Save made there by Brozovic off the helmet.
That's a dangerous place to be messing around with the puck down there. Behind your own goal line, you want to have that puck off your stick pretty quick.
You want to hold that one as tightly as you can. LaQuatra's going to send that one in on net. First save of the game for Hallman.
Puck took a weird bounce there. He almost got him with the off speed.
Would have been an interesting first goal of the game for sure. That one's going to go back to the point. Baker keeps it, but loses his balance, and now Crimson Hawks going to go back the other way. Loses it at the blue line. Picked up now by Malachi, my mistake. Dumped out by Parzinski. LaQuatra tries to go for a point shot, save made by Brozovic. Point up now, Betts now, fighting with a Hawk player in front. 26, it is Semitowski. Back to the point, shots! Blocked in front by Baker. Hawks going to send it behind the net, picked up by Bendekovic, who's going to clear that one out to Semitowski. Baker now in his own zone, pressured up. Going to send that one around to Parzinski. Parzinski passes it up, tries to hit Betts, but can't get it to his stick. Parzinski now going to take it himself, and now hits Betts. Betts has Love with him, not able to hit him. The Hawks cutting the other way. Picked up by Vukman's going to send it back to Baker. Baker's pass is going to be blocked in front. Little miscommunication there by the IUP defenseman. Didn't know where he pucked that one to. That one's going to get dumped down, picked up by Jones. Jones going to try and send it up just out of the reach of the Colonial forward Tepsik. Brozovic behind his own net's going to stop that one for Jones. Jones going to send that one across and up the boards. Vukman tried to get it from Daniels. Now he does. Vukman cutting in. Just going to go past out of the zone, and a big hit there by number 92, Podolak, and a cover by Hallman.
Yeah, I'm seeing some great physicality by IUP here off the start. They're willing to get the puck in deep and get dirty behind the Colonials goal line, and another big hit there on the blue line. So definitely the team that's willing to be physical here tonight is going to succeed. And that's what IUP is looking like off the start. It
does look like that, looking very physical. They do have a guy all the way out at the close blue line and shot off the draw. Save made by Hallman, pass in front, not able to get it all the way to the crease. Newton falls over the net as IUP cuts the other way.
Yeah, it looks like IUP is looking to get out of the zone quick there, maybe win the draw forward, have their guy running straight up to his defenseman, trying to go for a breakaway or an odd man rush straight out of their own zone.
Hallman held the puck a little too long, almost lost it to Smith behind the net. Dumped back in by the Colonials, and now they're going to regroup. Defense is going to make a change. And because of that, the Hawks are going to have a nice opportunity, but nothing to show for it as the captain, Giergo, fans on his first shot, but now he gets another chance, gets bodied behind the net. That was Luke Rose with a big hit behind the net. Newton now going to pick it up, dumps it out, tries to, but Malott keeps it. Malott's shot gets tipped in front by Giergo, just wide. Palmer hits Smith. Smith now going to clear it. Newton on the pressure and a big hit there along the boards. The Hawk defender, Blutcher, had a nice hit there on the IUP, on the Colonials.
Yeah, Colonials looking a little questionable in their breakouts here off the start. Doesn't look like their wingers really want to hold on to the puck. They're letting it go just a hair too early, and sometimes that doesn't give the defenseman time to move in close to them so they can beat them around the wall. They're trying to play the chip a little too quick right in the defenseman's feet.
That one's going to get sent around to LaQuatra. He's going to try and hit Luff, but can't get there.
Yep, that's another time you might want to hold on to it a hair longer, draw the defenseman in so we can go all the way around him with the chip pass.
Hearing it from Coach Komorowski up here. Baker behind his own net. Going to send that one up the board. Sermajati fighting for it. Will get it cleared. LaQuatra tried to break up that pass. Was not able to. LaQuatra on the chase. Passed up. Filson turns it over. Luff has a chance. Down on his knees. He can't get the shot on goal. Just goes wide.
Great work by Luff there with the puck at his feet. Was able to kick that in. Carried it in his feet pretty much from the blue line to the bottom of the circle. I like that there.
Here comes the Hawks the other way. Cole cutting in shot. Glove save made by Brozovic. Colonials have, they've worked well so far. They just need to get more offensive zone pressure. They keep chipping it in and changing. They need more pressure. They need more cycling. And
yeah, it looks like they're just struggling to hold on to the puck in the offensive zone. They're not usually a run and gun team either, so once we get settled in is I think where the Colonials are going to see some success.
That one's going to get passed up. Betts now in his feet, going to dump that one in once again. Another dump. That one's going to be picked up by Jones at the point. Going to pass it across. Shot just goes wide. Bendekovic going to send that one in. It's going to be picked up by Love. Love turns it over. Jones able to keep that one in, though.
Great pinch there by Jack Jones, able to keep possession for the Colonials. Great effort.
While it was minimal longer, but it was kept in for a little bit. Betts with a little move gets around one. The hook on the stick, no call. Betts is going to keep pushing up, and eventually it's going to set behind the Hawks net. Hawks now, they're kind of been pushed back a little bit. Haven't gotten out of their defensive zone for a little while, and if they have, it's only been to the red line. Yeah,
some great pressure here by the Colonials' third line, and actually a really high skill line. Two guys who have played some time on the ACHA D1 team, John Betts and Zach Love, on that line.
This fourth line coming out, what we like to call the energy line here in the booth. Daniels and Bookman heading that line as they come in. New addition to the line is Tepsik tonight.
Yeah, it's a great line. Loves to lay the body. That's what you need there from your fourth line.
Parzinski with a nice block there. And now it's going to be picked up by Tepsik as he's going to get it turned over by No Block. The Hawks now in their own zone. Pressuring up. Going to send it back behind his own net. Sent up, turned over to Baker at the dot. Bouncing puck right now. Looks like we're playing volleyball out there.
No one wants to settle it down and take possession.
Parzinski's now going to go get it in his own boards. Going to send that one around. Tepsik has it. Tepsik going to send it across to Parzinski. Up to Bookman, who's going to lose it at the line. Turned over, and here come the Hawks the other way. As three guys had to take him down, that was Blutcher.
Great back check there by the Colonials. Everyone came back to the house there.
Blutcher thought he had it all clear, and then three people all collapsed in on him. Smith going to try the stretch to Newton, just too hard on the pass. Brozovic behind his own net to pick it up. He's going to leave it there for Jones. Jones loses it, and IUP's going to have a chance in front and just goes wide. It's the shot from number 93, Malott. Rose now pushing behind the net. Back to the point shot. Just goes wide. And the rebound poked away by Rose. What a great defensive eye right there. Newton now going to try and push past one. Gets taken down, and that will be called. That will be number 95, Fletcher Harvey, going to the box, I believe, for a trip. I won't think there would be anything else called there.
Yeah, it looks like they either got him for a trip or interference. Either way, he took out his guy well after he got rid of the puck, so that's going to be a call pretty much all the time.
And it is interference.
Yeah, and that's a pretty lucky break there for the Colonials. After two near scoring opportunities for IUP, able to draw the penalty and go up on the power play here.
Good power play opportunity here. Looks like they're going to go with 4 forwards, 1 defense. Just Baker on this. Oh, no, Parzinski up on the corner.
Yeah, we're going to play Parzinski here right in front of the net. He's a big body. He'll move some guys out of the way and then have the umbrella of the power play formed around him.
It's an interesting. Don't normally see your defenseman play in front of the net on a power play.
Yeah, but it seems like it works well there. He's a bigger guy, and he's able to impose his will in front of the net.
Shot there, save made. Rebound, digging at it is Baker, and it will be covered and a whistle blown. Great shot there, and almost had a rebound opportunity there.
Yeah, really good opportunity, and that's what I mean by Parzinski working well in front of the net. He's able to push his way right to the puck there, almost dig that one out and bury it.
Now it looks like we're going to see Baker on the wing and Betts at the corner at the point. And it goes right to him at the point. Spinorama at the point. He's going to keep it, going to try and hit Parzinski. Puck bouncing on him. Shoveled in front by Luff. And that one's going to be cleared. And now IUP is going to almost win the race. Slowed down just a little bit. Portugallo had a step, I believe. Yeah, just slow down.
Colonials have got to come back with a little bit more urgency here. You're on the power play. Sometimes you want to take that skate back a little easy. IUP wants to play high pressure, so we got to work back quickly to keep possession of the puck.
LaQuatra leading the second unit out here. And pass that one off to Shirelli. Shirelli gets it down in the corner to LaQuatra. LaQuatra gets around 1, gets around 2, tries to get it back to the point to Smith. He's going to pick it back up himself. He's going to send that one into the corner, picked up by now Shirelli. Going to send that one down below the line to Newton. Newton's going to try and send it across to Smith. Label it down, and a great save there by Hallman.
Yeah, great look across there by Justin Newton to see. IUP's been doing a good job so far of taking away the point man. You can see they've got active sticks. They're taking away the point. He was able to see that guy cheat a little too far up on the look to take the point guy away, and he was able to find the pass right across the middle for Parker Smith on the one-timer.
Had the chance, was Parker Smith. A great save there by Hallman. As now Rose barely keeps that one in at the line. Smith going to send it back to him. Back to Smith. Smith's shot and blocked in front by number 16 in black.
Parker Smith almost gets it there on the second opportunity as well. He's a guy that's great off the one-timer. He loves the slap shot.
In front of LaQuatra, almost had Hallman going the wrong way. Hallman able to just get his leg back, as this is going to be the end of the RMU power play. While no goals, quite a lot of quality opportunities.
Yeah, the Colonials, they're racking up probably 3 or 4 shots within that one power play. That's a good way to bring the energy up for this team.
Tepsic going to send that one in. Hallman's going to come out of his crease to get it. Tepsic tries to go for it. And now the Hawks, after that kill, seem to have some energy as here comes Harvey. Right out of the box, shot blocked by Baker.
Yeah, Colonial defensemen, they're a little slow on the change. Gave IUP some good space once they broke out of their zone, beat the 3 forwards, gave them a lot of space and time to work with.
That one's going to get sent in. Harvey's going to get it behind his own net.
Looked like he was almost looking for the icing there, I think.
He might have been. This energy line back out there after the power play. As the Hawks now get past all the forwards, shot in, just goes wide and above the net.
Good stick there by Parzinski to break that play up.
In front, shot save made by Barasovic on no block. Baker now going to pick it up at the line, send it up to Daniels. Daniels tries to clear it. He will get hit hard along the boards. That one's going to tip off the skate of Parzinski and out.
IUP laying on the pressure this stiff. Looks like every time the Colonials are able to even chip it out of their zone, it's right back in.
Vokman tries to chase that one down. Will get a chance with it, but poked away by the stick of Semakowski. Daniels trying to get the little energy unit back. They've lost their energy. They got hit around this shift. They kind of want to bring that energy back the next shift.
Yeah, this looks like where it's time. We just need a dump and change. Get the next line, get some fresh legs out.
Here comes Shirelli. Shirelli's going to leave that one off. Pass up to Love. Love going to move in. Shot. Save made by Hallman.
Good look there, looking for the pass off the pads.
Bad bounce off the glass, goes right to the Hawks. Because now they're going to cut the other way. Blutcher shot, blocked away by Shirelli. And Ben Dekovic with a huge hit along the bench. Shirelli now behind the net. Going to try and send that one up to Love. Turned over, and a big hit there by Jones in front of the net, stopping a potential goal for sure.
Yeah, it's a great way to lay the body there. Colonials moving with a little speed here.
In the offensive zone, pass across, just too far behind Betts. Ben Dekovic going to send that one down. Another big hit there by Love. Turned right over to Ben Dekovic, and now back to the point. Jones just too far out of the zone, and that one's going to go all the way back, and he will send that one back in, but IUP able to intercept that pass.
Yeah, looks like he kind of lost it in his feet there. He wanted the backhand stretch pass, I think, but just couldn't find it.
Kept rolling off his stick, it seemed. Back to the point. Sent in by Podolak. As here comes the Colonials. Luff now pushing in. Changing behind the play, so it's just him. Now has LaQuatra if he waits, and a shot goes off the blocker of Hallman.
Great patience by Love there, willing to cut across the middle to let more Colonials forwards get into the zone.
Pushing up is Baker. Puck along the near boards. Going to be picked up by the captain, Gargo. Tries to get around one, does get around Parzinski. Shot, can't get the shot off, and blocked away by Baker on the pass attempt toward the slot. Ermajati on the pressure. And now the IUP looking to regain their possession again. They seem to have kind of dominated, but offsides is the call. Loses it at the line, and unfortunate for the IUP as they started to roll.
Yeah, IUP they moved forward with a lot of speed. It seems like once they break out of their zone, they're deep in the Colonial zone very quickly. And it seems like they do keep possession for minute, 2 minutes at a time, a long shift and trapping the Colonials down in their zone.
That's something we need to see the Colonials do. They need to trap the IUP defenders in their own zone.
Yeah, our offensive zone puck possession is definitely questionable at this point. So definitely something to work on coming in later periods.
Going to pressure up, picked up by Hagen. Hagen going to hit his man in the boards, not just barely. Now behind the net is the IUP. Tries to go for a wraparound save there by Barasovic, and he's going to cover.
Yeah, IUP with a ton of pressure at the net there. It looks like there were pretty much 2 wide open guys when he was coming around the net. That was definitely a dangerous opportunity that went the Colonials' way.
It seemed like Hagen went for that hit, misses the hit, and is really far out of the play. Might have been better to stay back and just try and stick check that one.
Yeah, that's the kind of hit where you've got to put your guy on the ground or just not make it.
Yeah.
So that's a tough decision to make there for a defenseman.
But as a rookie, you're going to make your rookie mistakes.
Absolutely. I mean, I was definitely due for a good few of those my first season, so I understand it.
Smith now pressuring in, has 3 around him. Will keep the puck and send it in. Newton on the chase. Harvey now will send it back behind his own net.
Colonials going back out with their 4th line now.
They really trust that energy line of Bookman and Daniels and whoever they slot in as that second winger.
Yeah, it seems like it's either going to be Cassavy or Tepsic so far throughout the game.
It seemed that every person that's been on that line has meshed well with those two.
Yeah, I feel like those are 2 guys that seem like they're pretty easy to play with. They've had
And a huge hit by Daniels going to be called. Puck was nowhere near the play as too much energy, and he's going to get an interference call. No, we will get a roughing.
Looks like roughing there. That's what they're calling now on some late hits or hits that are hands are a little high on those. So trying to bring the energy up from Daniels, but sometimes a little too much. Put you in the box.
So Daniels will go to the box for roughing. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go on the clock. The Colonials got to kill this, and then maybe in the last 2 minutes, 11 seconds, they're good at it scoring late in the period.
Yeah, definitely a late period team, especially once we get settled in.
Colonials win the draw, but turns it over back to the point now. The Hawks now cycling around. Shot just goes wide. Another chance available, but just off the stick. It's a huge hip check there by number 26, Sematowski. Shot just goes in, barely getting through everyone, but a good save there by Brozovic.
Yeah, definitely some dangerous opportunities there, just in those first 20 seconds of the penalty kill.
And that's something you don't want to see if you're the Colonials. You want the hard, the not so easy chances, the ones that aren't going to give you away.
Yeah, definitely. That's the first chance that IUP had looked like it was a pretty clear shot on goal, and those are not opportunities the Colonials want to give up.
No, you want those hard shots to the C, the ones from the bottom of the circle.
Yep, or ones that are going through a whole bunch of bodies more likely to get blocked.
Yes.
Colonials able to get the clear here.
Hallman leaves that one off. IUP now behind their own net. Sematowski leaves that one off, and now here they come. With speed, it's the captain. Gallardo leaves that one off. Another chance, and they keep having it. Brozovic now having to cover, and a little bit of losing it there was Gallardo, but able to pull it out and pass it out in front for a nice little tip there. Yeah,
it seemed like he took a couple of swings at that one before he was able to make contact, but he centers that puck again for an IUP player right on the doorstep. Another chance that could be dangerous.
The Colonials win that one again. Another great draw there by Parker Smith. He's done good at that all season. Down into the corner. Melot, my mistake. Gonna send that one to Gallardo. Gallardo sends that one down to Melot. Shot saved there, and another cover by Brozovic. He's done good at stopping the clock in this power play.
Yeah, doing a good job to give the Colonials some breaks, let them get some fresh legs on the ice. You definitely don't want to have your penalty killers out there for 40 seconds, a minute. The longer that shift gets, the more likely you're going to be to get scored on. And also great stick there by Jack Jones to break up that play, stop that centering pass.
Does look like Parker Smith going to have another draw in the defensive zone on this penalty kill. He's done good at them so far this game. and will win another one right back to Parzinski, who's not going to be able to clear it. It goes right back to the point to Harvey. Harvey's shot just goes wide. The rebound shot, Brozovic gets over. Back to the point. Sends that one down to, and now across. Parker Smith loses an edge on that one. In front, just goes wide, and Smith seems like he might have went low on that one. Seems okay, though. IUP trying to get back into the zone. Good hold here by the Colonials to stop them from getting in, but now they will. Cole's shot gets blocked right in front by Newton, as he's going to pick that one up and clear that one all the way down. Hallman will go out of his crease to get that 5 seconds and 4, and the penalty will be over to Daniels. 2 minutes 10 to go. We hit the final 2 minutes of this period. Brozovic tried to stop that one behind. Harvey almost had a chance at goal, but rolls off his stick in the corner. Cole's going to send that one back to his D partner. Shot blocked there by Luff. Great job putting yourself in the lane there. There's a bad hit there on La Quatra, and that will be called for a boarding, I believe was the call.
Yeah, any of those hits where players going head first into the boards, those are what we're looking to penalize most of the time. So definitely not a good hit there. Yep, gets him in there for boarding. He'll be in for 2. Colonials back on the power play.
A good opportunity here. 1:49 on the clock. If no goals scored, we'll have 11 seconds of power play time to start the second period. But if you're the Colonials, you want to score early in this power play.
Yeah, we want to score early. We don't want to wind this one all the way down. Colonials come back out here with power play 1.
Parzinski at the point. Has time and space. Lets one go. Blocked there by Bendekovic. Picked up by Baker down in the corner. Now Luff has it. Luff on the goal line. Just moves his way in. Shot. Baker doesn't know where it is. Could have been able to pick that one up, but isn't. Betts misses a huge hit, and now a breakaway almost for IUP, but 3 people all around him. It was like he was surrounded.
Yep, dangerous pinch there by Betts to try to keep that puck in. Especially those when you're the last man back. You can't really miss those.
Betts now going to cut in. Definitely not the last man there, because that one's going to almost get cut off by Bendekovic, but we'll go all the way back out to center. Changing now. Luff is off. Smith is on. As they'll go to Betts. Betts from the point shot just goes wide off the tip from Parzinski. As that one's going to go all the way down. 1 minute to go. As Brozovic going to send that one up. Little slow on the shot. Not able to get all the way to Smith that he wanted to. Betts loses it for a little bit, but Cole falls over. And now Betts is able to push it forward. The Colonials with Bendekovic. Bendekovic shot, rebounds out in front. Another shot just goes over the net there from Luke Rose. He had a prime opportunity. Smith's shot gets blocked by Cole. And now with 25 to go, they got to try and hurry up if they want one this period. That one's going to push up, and now Cole tries to leave it off for his man, but not able to. As they're going to dump it in was Malachi. And now Rose with just 12 seconds left, they got to try and push up. Newton now, with lots of pressure on him, able to get around 1 and 2. Tries to center it in front for La Quatra, but not able to, as that is going to end the first period. 11 seconds to go on the penalty as we hit the first intermission. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far.
Yeah, definitely a period full of back-and-forth action. Power plays both ways, zone time both ways. Neither team being able to capitalize on some pretty dangerous chances going either way.
Couple dangerous chances both ways. Couple missed wide open nets for both teams. If they hit those nets, it's a completely different game. At least 2-2 at this point. But it is tied 0-0. No score through the first period. About 14 minutes, we will be back for period number 2, and we will see you then. Welcome back to Clearview Ice Arena for period 2 between the RMU Robert Morris University Colonials and the Indiana University of Pennsylvania Crimson Hawks. It is 0-0. We're about to have the second period. And one thing we've really got to worry about is they've been pinned in their own zone a lot.
Yeah, the Colonials, IUP runs a great 2-2-1 trap. So they're trapping in the Colonials for probably 2 out of their 4 lines. And oftentimes the Colonials are running into the issue that lines trap their entire shift, finally break out of the zone, dump the puck in, change all 5 guys. And that just lets IUP have plenty of time to make a nice controlled breakout and start their trap over again for the next line. So if the Colonials are looking to succeed this period, they're going to have to get into the zone and have some patience. Even though they might be gassed after their long shift, as long as one guy can get into the puck, get into the zone, and hold the puck for just a little bit, the Colonials have a better chance of actually having some zone time instead of just being trapped shift after shift as IUP sets up their trap.
That's one thing they've got to work on it. They've got to change that up. They've got to, whether they don't do it this first shift, they got to work on it throughout the rest of the period, and hopefully by the third period they'll figure out the IUP trap.
Yeah, and that might be something as simple as the line order, how the Colonials are running lines 1 through 4, whether it's straight in order like we started, or if we're mixing them up a little bit to have a difference in characteristics. We'll see what our change is coming into the second period to beat that IUP trap.
So the second period starting up, 11 seconds of power play time. Probably enough for 1-2 shots on this power play if they can hurry. But if you're the Colonials, do you leave your defenseman back with 11 seconds?
I'm looking for the Colonials to try to win this draw forward, go forward fast. But it looks like Parker Smith won it back instead. We're going to set up an actual power play here.
Baker's going to send that one in. Rowe's going to chase after it. 3 seconds in 2 and 1, and the penalty is expired. Parzinski is going to play back, protecting the stretch. Baker with a hand down to himself. Going to be turned over though, and here comes IUP the other way. They have 1-on-1 in the shot. There, save made by Brozovic.
Good shot there, almost beat him right over that left shoulder.
Cole sends that one back down the corner, taken down by Baker. Loses his stick in the process, but they're going to dump it out as Johnson's going to lose it. And down comes Newton. He's going to race down. Don't know if that was an icing or if it was called off, but it's called off now. Smith blocks that one back to the defender. IUP now kind of trapped in their own zone. Newton had an opportunity to steal that one there, but cleared out of the zone and down to Shirelli. Shirelli going to send that one up to Smith. Smith tries to hit Luff, but just a little high. Here comes IUP the other way. Shot there goes just wide.
Yeah, Colonials changing their forwards there. Left IUP with tons of time in the neutral zone because the defensemen were set a little too far back.
Step back to the point to Johnson. Johnson's shot rebound goes in the corner. Good rebound control there by Brozovic. That one's sent around to Ermajati. Ermajati loses it. Going to be picked up by Parzinski. Parzinski sends that one straight into the netting, and we will have a face-off.
Yep, and that's a no change for the Colonials there. That's the result of puck out of play in your own zone. So Colonials stuck with this tired line on the ice, so they're going to want to go up and out here quick after this face-off if we can win it.
This third line, Ermajati, Luff, and LaQuatra still out there. A little tired. A chance there. No one covered it until Luff eventually just swipes it away. Number 19, Guillermo, had a lot of time there to take the shot. Held off a little too long.
Yeah, I'm not sure where our defenseman's at there. He should have been the one that either followed him around the net or popped out sooner, but looks like both Colonials defensemen got lost in the center, had to deal with that.
Luff just in the right place at the right time, but almost at the wrong time because he took 3 seconds to get there, and Guillermo just never pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it looks like the Colonials might have just got caught sleeping on that one.
Got lucky, too, as it was that long before he took the shot.
Yeah.
Bendekovic going to win that one back. Jones going to send that one around. And up. Betts going to steal that one. Pass it up. Here comes the Colonials the other way. Try and send it in, but no prevail. And IUP is going to try and clear that one, but goes off a man in front. There's a lot of bodies below the net there, as that one's finally going to get cleared on net, so no icing. Brozovic going to play that one up to Palmer.
Yep, you can see IUP setting up their trap perfectly there. One guy deep pressuring on the puck, two forwards side by side, their defensemen further back side by side. And that's what's keeping the Colonials at bay there.
That 1-2-2 famous from Coach Bubbs and the D4 team. We love our 1-2-2 on the D4 team.
Yeah, and it looks like it's working great so far for IUP, and it's keeping the Colonials trapped in for much of the last period, and looks like the start of this one.
Colonials got to try and figure out how to stop the 1-2-2. Bendekovic in on the draw.
Yep, and that means either they're going to have to go up the middle of it or hold and let the trap go a little further into their zone so they can go up and over.
Down in their point. Picked up at the point now. Going to be sent down. Baker now into the corner.
Wide open there in front. Looks like a bit of a defensive miscue by the Colonials. Need some better communication there by your two defensemen instead of both being caught in the corner.
Sent in. Bet's going to lose that one. Going to go all the way down, picked up by Baker. Baker's going to try and play that one around. Gets a little caught up with the defenseman. And now Ben Dekovic going to push away. Going to send that one across. Loves gets around one. Does not get around one as he's going to turn that one over. Bet's now on the tail of the IUP forward as he's going to swirl all the way around in front and shot, and he scores. It's going to be an IUP goal number 62, Rob Lenenstein, who's going to take it to a 1-goal lead for the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, Colonials got beat there by the third guy high. Everyone came back real hard on the back check and got sucked below our own goal line. So even when we drop back, take the first guy in front of the net, he was wide open on the back door. So that's just got to be a time where Colonials got to have your head on a swivel, pick it up, and make sure we're looking at every guy that's there in the slot instead of just the closest one.
Got to keep your head on a swivel as they're going to rebound with the energy line. The fourth line is sent in. Portagato getting the only assist on that goal. So it will go 62 from 61. A couple high numbers on this team compared to the Colonials, who we like to keep our numbers low. A big board battle along the DoubleTree wall. Finally gets sent out and picked up by Daniels. Daniels going to try and clear, but IUP is going to keep this trap working, and the fourth line can't seem to handle it.
Yeah, it looks like they keep on trying to go straight up the wall, and that's straight into where the numbers of the trap are. So we're either going to have to swing the puck around to the other side or go up through the middle, come off the wall.
Tepsik going to try and send that one in front of Vukman, unable to get there. Back to the point to Parzinski, just barely keeps it in, but it's going to lose it. And here comes IUP the other way. Shot just off the stick of Brozovic. That one by Dukowicz. Now Parzinski pushing in. A little bit of miscommunication there, Parzinski and Newton. He's going to keep it, though, in the feet of the referee now. He's going to have to try and move. Parzinski still pushing around with it, sends it in front, no one there. Baker goes for the pinch, able to get the stick, though, so a little bit of a trade there. No Baker for no stick. The Colonials now pushing up, passing it across. Here's Newton. Newton pushing in, pokes it away, is the defenseman. Sends it all the way across to Smith, bouncing over his head. That's not a bounce you see every day.
Yeah, that's a tough bounce off the boards there. Really unlucky because Parker was pretty wide open there on the backside.
Shirelli going to pass it up. Now Smith has it. Smith tries to hit 22 Rose. Unable to get there, though. Going to be sent in by IUP. Down behind the net. Baker's now going to pick it up. Sends it behind the net for Shirelli. Shirelli going to try and go for a big dump just out of the reach of Smith. Unable to get the puck. Now Cole in for IUP's shot. Save made. Rebound in front. Now goes behind the net and picked up there by Rose. Rose tries to hit Parker, but Shirelli thought it was coming for him and pokes that one away. Shot in, gloved there by Brozovic, and now given to Shirelli. A lot of pressure here by IUP so far this period.
Yeah, trap is definitely in effect right now, but the Colonials beating it on the stretch pass.
Irma Jati had a chance, but just gets a little caught from behind and loses it. Now IUP back again in the offensive zone. Poked away there by Shirelli. Behind the net, sends it back to the other side. In the other corner, cutting in front. They tried that again. That's another chance that Giergo has gone for that same move where he just goes out in front and just waits for the goalie to drop.
Yeah, and he's got loads of time every time that he does that as well. It seems like the Colonials are slow to send a defenseman out from the front of the net to come and meet him.
That's something you need to, once you realize the trend, you gotta work on it.
Yeah.
Turned over. Now Vukman now has a chance the other way. One to beat. Gonna pull back, tries to go to LaQuatra, but unable to get the pass across as the IUP defender with a good back check there. Malott coming in. Shot just goes wide. Now picked up by Giergo. Send it down in the corner. Powered off there by Luff. It's going to be picked up there by Jones. Jones turns it over to the slot, blocked there by Palmer. Palmer with a nice hit now. Going to try and send that one around. Loose stick in the close boards. Shot there from the point goes off. I believe that was the mask of Brozovic. You can hear that one from up here. Palmer with a little pressure. The ref now with the stick. Wonder which team he's going to play for. As that one's going to be cleared down and will be an icing. Finally, a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, IUP really peppering the Colonials there. It seemed like a couple defensive miscues and some miscommunications there. Started off with a 3-on-2 odd man rush for IUP, and they just really held the pressure in for the majority of that shift.
Something the Colonials need to flip. They're having trouble getting the puck out of the zone, and they need to do a better job at that, and they need to do a better job of getting their own pressure. As we have a little miscommunication by the Hawks figuring out who was on the ice when that icing, even though I don't think the Hawks need to. They're allowed to make a change.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there's a no change there. A team that did not commit the icing should be free change, but I'm not sure why we're going for a no change there.
I don't know either. Maybe it was a little late for the referee's liking.
Possibly. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the whole theme of this period is can the Colonials beat the IUP trap, and so far it's been no.
They have not.
Yeah, they've definitely been caught in their own zone for the majority of the period so far, and they need to figure out something that's going to beat that.
Parzynski tries to hit Bendekovic, but he's not able to get there. Poked away there by number 17, Betts. Back to Baker. Can they beat this trap? Again, turned over below the dots. Not something you want to see if you're the Colonials. That one's going to be sent up. Now it's going to be picked up by Rose. Rose going to send it all the way up. Here's Betts. Betts in from the dot. Shot off the stick. Big save there by Hallman. Haven't said his name recently this period.
Yeah, good shot by Betts there. Good opportunity. That's the way he's scoring most of his goals. Off the odd man rush, usually when he's coming in alone, that shot off the wing is how he's scored most of his goals this season.
Betts now makes one man miss and now gives it up. Rose's shot just goes wide. Bendekovic the first man to it. He's going to get hit. He's going to lose his stick. A lot of sticks dropped so far this period. IUP's coming this way. No block. Fans on the shot. Gets it right back off the bad bounce off of the skate. And Brozovic able to make a save on that shot.
Yeah, IUP, another theme this period is their breakouts are going very quick. As soon as they start possessing the puck in their D zone, they're making one long pass and they're out. They're not chipping off the boards. They're not holding it for too long. Their defenseman picks his head up, stretch pass, they're out of the zone.
Yeah. The Colonials, it seems like IUP built their whole repertoire just to counter the Colonials' way. Maybe try and get back on the win that the Colonials stole from them last year.
Yeah,
shot there from the point.
I feel like that trap is something that's been a key feature of IUP hockey for much of the last couple seasons. I feel like as long as I played against them, they've run that same 1-2-2 trap, and it's worked well for them.
And it's continuing to work well. I mean, they're 7-2 so far this season. So it's obviously worked well enough to get them a good record, even though it's 2-2 in conference play. They still won 15-2 versus Stevenson in the first game of the season.
Yeah, they've definitely been seeing some good success so far, and definitely have a good matchup today against the Colonials. Great block there off the faceoff.
Great block there by Kasivi. First time I believe I've said his name today, getting his, I believe, first shift of the game with this fourth line. Trying to make do with it, and he had a great chance there. Almost had a good shot on his first shot. Almost had a good goal, and a shot there goes off the stick. A bad angle shot that almost worked for Chiarelli. Down goes a player. Newton tried to get there in front, able to block the shot, or block the pass. Now just a bunch of ping pong going on as Newton thought he had someone behind him, but no one there. Everyone cleared the zone. Bad bounce off Chiarelli, and now here comes IUP, and a break block there by Jones.
Yeah, really just a lot of pretty sloppy hockey there for the last couple seconds. No one seemed to want to hold on to the puck.
Johnson moves around one, around two, has an opportunity in the slot. Shot save made by Brozovic. He could not see that.
He could not see that, but he did a great job to get all the way out to the top of his crease and get big there and make this save. Luckily, IUP player decided to put that one right down the middle, but JB gets big, gets to the top of his crease, and makes a save there.
Brozovic has looked good. While all the pressure has been in on his zone, he's been able to stand strong. As that's something, while you don't want all the shots. You want to keep yourself in the game, which is something that could come back to bite IUP because Hallman hasn't faced many shots. And here comes Newton with a one-on-one, has Parker behind him. Able to hold up, gives it off. Down behind him to Smith. He's going to lose it, though, but Newton able to recover. Smith in the slot. Shot just goes wide off the tip.
Great shot there by Parker. Knew he had a bunch of bodies in front. Someone's got to get a piece of that, and hopefully it makes its way into the back of the net.
Smith now with it again, trying to fight for it. This first line has been strong, but now a 2-on-1 the other way, just as I say that. Pass across, and that one's going to be an easy put in. IUP is going to score. That's number 12, Clay Bulcher, and it's going to be 2-0 IUP on a 2-on-1.
Yeah, Colonials just get burned on the odd man rush. Looked like Parzinski did all he could there trying to lay down and block the pass, but just mistimed it a little bit. Couldn't take away the whole pass lane, but Colonials get burned on the 2-on-1. Looks like they were sending a few too many guys deep into the zone there. We got a little hungry. I think our weak side defenseman committed it a little too deep, and we gave up odd man rush there.
Unfortunate for the Colonials as they seemed like they were starting to get a roll going, but all for naught as the IUP is going to bounce right back. And in comes Ermajati trying to get some pressure in. Big hit there in the corner. Poking at it is LaQuatra. No, that's Luff, my mistake. A lot of digging in the corner, picked up out of LaQuatra. And the assist on that goal will go to Guillergo, his 12th point of the season. As Guillergo tried to break through, tried to cut the defense in half, unable to do so. Picked up now by Palmer. Palmer's going to send it in. LaQuatra in even more, but now turned over to IUP. Hits the ref on the way in, and now is going to go get sent in all the way. Big hit there by the Colonials.
Yeah, bounce working in favor of the Colonials there. Looks like we got a second try on our dump in, so works out for them.
LaQuatra tried to pressure that one, but turned over to the Hawks. Portogolo now behind his own net. Tries to send one up, but blocked off Bendekovic's back of his leg there. Pass sent across, no one there to receive it. And now it's going to be picked up by Hagen behind the net. Hagen's going to send it off to Bendekovic. He's going to move it up even further. Bendekovic back to Hagen. Hagen pushing in. He's going to dump that one in. Bendekovic chases. He's going to be the first one to it. Send it in front. No one there. And Shirelli not able to get all the way across the blue line.
Yeah, great effort there to a little bit of a messy play. Best bet there is to put the puck in front of the net. Unluckily, no one was there, but that's a great idea from Bendekovic there.
Going to be sent in. Shirelli going to be the first one to get there, but there will be a call. The close ref did not call it, but the far ref will, and there will be a slash on IUP.
Yeah, I feel like I heard the hack in there. Little puck battle at the blue line. I heard the hack. I can't tell. Didn't see it for sure.
I saw it at first, didn't see the call, so I wasn't going to mention it, and then the far ref able to call that one, as we will have another power play for RMU, and this is a crucial one. They need this to get back in the game.
Yeah, this is a must-score opportunity here for the Colonials. They have to get out of this period at least down by 1 goal if they want to win this game.
You can't be down 2 going into third period, although this team is a very good third period team, the Colonials, at least so far this season. So maybe they can do a little comeback in the third period if required. IUP is going to dump that one down. Brozovic now with it.
IUP again heavy on the pressure on their penalty kill. Having one forward deep in the Colonial zone.
Cole in on the pressure. Betts going to send that one up to Bendekovic and back to Betts. Betts all the way up to Parzinski now. Parzinski's going to dump it in. Luff to chase. As that one's going to get dumped and kept in by Bendekovic to the point to Betts. Betts has Baker to his left. He's going to go there. Tries to hit Bendekovic, but unable to see the forward there as all the way down it goes. Brozovic now going to clear it, and he's going to hit Parker Smith on a great pass. Great sauce from all the way from Brozovic, as that one's going to go wide. Broken stick on the ice. Could be in favor of the Colonials as one has to get back. As a jump there, just misses it. But able to keep in as the IUP can't handle it.
Yeah, really lucky break there for Luke Rose. Jumped up to get it, just missed it. Almost had a huge turnover there.
Shirelli over to Smith. Smith's going to hit Newton just over his stick and going to be dumped all the way down. Barasovic now 30 seconds to go on the power play, 6 minutes to go in this period. As time's ticking down on the Colonials. Still got a whole 20, but you're running out of time in this period if you want to cut the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Colonials have just struggled to maintain consistent possession throughout this power play. They're breaking out well, but once they get into the zone, they're struggling to maintain consistent possession of the puck.
LaQuatra tried to go back to Shirelli and just turns it right over. Now 2-on-1, shorthanded for IUP as the puck just rolls off the stick of number 61, Portogolo. As he's looking for a penalty, and he's going to get one as LaQuatra and Portogolo going at it now on the Clearview logo. He did not like the hit, and they're going to toss it. They're going to talk about it with their fists, it seems.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a boarding call going against the Colonials. LaQuatra just tried to lay that hit just a little bit too far from the boards there. And I'm sure the IUP player was fired up about that. But looks like he's just going in for 2, so Colonials should be able to manage this penalty kill. Yep, and he is in 2 for boarding.
And for the IUP, they get that call right as the penalty expires, literally seconds, so they don't have to worry about the awkward 4-on-4 stage for a couple seconds. They will get a full 2-minute power play, and they have a chance to run away with this game. And kept in at the point is IUP. Diego's going to send it across. Shot just goes wide. Another shot on goal, blocked away there by Parzinski, as he's going to pass that one up to Vukman. Vukman going to try and maybe go shorthanded here as he gets taken down. No call on the play. What was your take on that one?
I think that looks like he lost his footing there. He was trying to open his hips way up, and that's a time where a player might just go down on his own, even if the stick is close to him.
No call from Coach Komorowski up here, as the IUP is now working their way around the top of the zone, as that one's going to go all the way into the corner and then all the way out to the far blue line. Change made. Vukman off for Betts. Here comes Guillermo. Going to send that one in. A bad bounce, and Brozovic able to get his stick on that one. Back to the point. Sent back down the corner. Unable to know where it is Guillermo. At the point, shot blocked in front. Too many bodies in the lane. Could not make it all the way through. Johnson sends it across. Gergio can't get it. Sends it back to the point. Back to Johnson. Back to the point again. Now to Johnson again. Playing tic-tac-toe with it. And a rebound in front. That's going to go in. IUP scores again. Brozovic throwing his stick. Another goal for number 12, Clay Blutcher.
And that puck was just sitting wide open on the doorstep for him to take it. Looked like the puck stopped dead right on the doorstep, and everyone looked for it. And it took a while before anyone found it there, I think. Definitely an interesting play there.
An interesting play. As a timeout called for RMU. I want to know what they were complaining about, because Baker and Parzinski were talking to the refs after the fact, and it seemed like Brozovic was a little upset. Could it have potentially been a goalie interference that we missed?
It doesn't look like it. I mean, there were definitely a lot of bodies in front there, but it looked like he was in his correct positioning, so he definitely didn't get bumped enough to be goaltender interference. And it looks like Coach Norm Riffner here calls a timeout to try to rally his troops here. Get all of his guys focused back in on this game, so hopefully the Colonials can make a comeback. What do you think he's saying there now that he brought all his guys in?
He's saying, I think he needs to tell him to calm down. He needs to calm down. Don't take it too personally, especially with that last one, with everyone getting a little heated. LaQuatra getting heated with the verbal altercation. You got to just calm down, play Colonial hockey.
Definitely. It seems like everyone on the ice is a little riled up right now. Definitely need to settle in. And once we calm down a little bit, I think that's going to go hand in hand with some more possession. We're trying to play a little quick. We're rushing with the puck. That's why we're not possessing it. So if we calm down, everyone take a deep breath. Let's hold on to the puck for another second. Maybe we'll see some success with that.
The official goal call will be Clay Blutcher from number 91, Luke Johnson, and number 26, Joey Semikowski. So our first 3-point goal of the night for IUP, as the bench is chirping Brozovic, and Brozovic's chirping back. As this is going to get a little heated, I believe, down to the wire, as they seem to have gotten under his skin.
Yeah, definitely. That's That's especially tough for a goalie, having to give up 3 quick goals like that is definitely tough for the confidence.
One thing you don't want is to get under your skin as a goalie. And now IUP is going to carry it, and they're going to try and keep getting under his skin, maybe say some choice words. As in comes the Colonial. Shot just goes high off the stick of Luff.
Nearly beat him right over that right shoulder. Sounded like something got a piece of it. I don't think he missed that shot straight over the back.
As here come the Hawks. It's no block. No block shot save made there by Barasovic. Picked up now behind their own net by Shirelli. Shirelli is able to hit LaQuatras. He's going to tip that one in and chase after it. As there will be an icing call on that one. I believe that may be a little close.
Yeah, I know the Colonials definitely had the tip play there. I think it happened behind our own red line. So even though we hear the tip dump in there, has to be past the red line per any icing. So it looks like that's why we're getting the call against the Colonials there on the icing.
Very close indeed. I believe it couldn't have been much more than a couple steps from the red line. So the yelling all in favor for the Colonials.
Yeah, definitely. That's a tough break there. You're left with 5 tired skaters on the ice. Trying to change our 2 defensemen here.
As an argument is everyone's fighting about it. As we're switching out defensemen, and I don't think these were defensemen that were on the ice.
No, I'm pretty sure Jones and Scarilli were on the ice for that icing, so I don't know how we're going to end up with Palmer and Hagen on now. But that'll work out in favor of the Colonials having fresh legs on. Looks like it's down for another icing.
No call. No icing is the call from the close ref. Chasing in is the first line, and now IUP having another chance, just a little bit too far. Gets around 2 there with 1 move, back in front. Now all the way goes to the point. Shot blocked away by Newton. Dumped in. Shot there just goes wide. Newton now going to chase after it. Sent in by the Hawks. Palmer goes for Hagen just out of his reach. Newton tries to clear it, and this time will not be able to get it out. And now Hagen's going to go back after it. Colonials can't seem to get out of their own zone yet again.
Yeah, Colonials falling victim to the trap there, but able to break it out with some east-west passing.
Parker Smith's shot just goes wide. As he's going to get a little physical. He's trying to turn this game around himself.
Yeah, that's the energy you need here from the Colonials to bring them back into this game. Someone's got to lay the big hit, get all the guys going again.
Just offside, Hagen unable to just keep it onside, so we will have another draw outside the zone. 2:27 on the clock.
Yeah, Colonials going back to that 4th line here, so if you're going to see any line lay in the body, it's going to be this one.
This is the energy line that we like to call them. Bookman and Daniels leading the charge in that one. Whoever gets put in their 3rd spot seems to always match their energy.
Definitely.
It's good dancing around here. Shot save made by Hallman. Great moves there by Tepsik, able to get all around.
Yeah, fantastic effort by him to cover pretty much all the slot, make his way across the top of the neutral zone there. Maybe we wanted to get that shot off just a hair earlier, but a great opportunity either way from him. Great individual effort as well.
More shots will tire out Hallman, especially when he hasn't faced many shots this period. It's been mostly IUP this whole period.
Yeah, Colonials have been trapped in their own zone for the vast majority of the time this period.
Karzinski sends it in. Sematowski behind his own net. He's going to dump it, and that will be an icing call officially as Baker able to win the race with Lichtenstein.
Yeah, Colonials looking a little sluggish on the race back there, though. Seems like neither one of them really wanted to turn and skate there. Maybe Brian Baker, 5th-year senior, starting to show his age a little bit.
Bookman going to go in on the draw, trying to win this one back. If you're the Colonials, you definitely want to get one at the end of this period.
Yeah, this is crucial.
Shot just goes wide.
To stay in this game, we got to get one.
Down to the point, Tepsik with a hand. No call as it just goes off an IUP player in front. Daniels gets interfered with, no call. He could have had an opportunity there as the puck was just sitting there.
You could have seen his eyes light up from the stands there with that puck sitting there on the doorstep.
A nice hit there by Tepsik, trying to light the fire in this team. As here come the Hawks this way. As a bump off the puck there. Center round to Shirelli. Shirelli going to pass that one up to Betts. That one's going to be poked in. My mistake, not Betts. The Colonials are desperate in need for a change. Daniels with a huge hit. Able to stand up his man. Is now Parzinski. The energy kind of flowing again for the Colonials. They've seemed to kind of jump around this period, this shift.
Colonials banging the body for the last minute. I think that's what they're going to need here to go into the third period with a little bit more energy.
Here comes Betts. Betts going to leave that one off to the center. Shot just goes wide. Rebound in front, and it goes in. Ethan Bendekovic. He's going to get the goal off a bad bounce off the boards, and it's 3-1, and it's coming back.
Colonials are clawing their way back into this game. We see Bendekovic right there on the doorstep. Centering pass from Betts to Luff. Misses it just wide. Centered again. And Bendekovic's able to bang that one home. Great effort. All three forwards on this line getting in there on the assist. Colonials working their way back in this one.
A great way to end this period. A bad bounce and ends up going in the Colonials' way off the boards. A good way to end this period. Maybe they can get a second one here, as here comes Rose. Love, my mistake. Shot just goes wide. Bendekovic, this second line's rolling now. Saying earlier that they were getting stuck in their own zone, but now they seem to be all over the place in the offensive zone.
Yeah, but it seems like once this line's able to break out of the Colonial zone, that's where they thrive. But they're definitely not a line that you want to get stuck having to play defense long with. They're definitely not a gritty defensive line. More of a flashy line that's going to go score for you.
With 8 seconds left, trying to cut this lead back down to 1 in the feet of Love. And it looks like they're just going to let this period roll out. And that will do it for the second period. 3-1 the score now. Ethan Bendekovic, his third of the season and his third goal that I have personally called. So I have called every one of his goals. The official line for that goal will be Ethan Bendekovic, his third, assisted by number 17, John Betts, his 10th point of the season. And by 24, Zach Love, he will get his 6th point of the season. And the momentum obviously switched in that last couple minutes. I think a good turning point was the Daniels hit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think putting that fourth line out there for some energy was a fantastic decision by Coach Norm there. They were laying the body all over the ice. I think all 5 guys on the ice there probably contributed a hit. And definitely that Wade Daniels hit right on the Colonials' blue line is what lit the fire. And we're able to capitalize with the energy we held over from that. So let's hope here the Colonials keep that energy up going into the third period and are able to pull one out here.
Yes, we hope so. We will cut to a quick intermission, 14 minutes of intermission, and we will be right back for the third period between IUP and RMU. Welcome back to the Clearview Ice Arena for period 3 between the RMU Colonials and the IUP Crimson Hawks. A much more goal-scoring period if you like goals. 3-1 the score now. IUP up front. 2 goals from number 12, Blutcher, and 1 goal from 62, Lichstein. But it was the last 2 minutes for the Colonials, capped off with a goal from Bendekovic. They turned the momentum in that last couple minutes.
Absolutely. The Colonials, great charge by them. Started off by a massive hit by Wade Daniels. Really lights a fire into the Colonials, and hopefully they're going to hold on to that energy throughout the intermission and bring it back right here for the start of the third period.
That's something you want if you're the Colonials. They had we'll say a rough period. It was a pretty rough period for the Colonials. And then you get the momentum back. You don't want to lose it right away. You don't want to, give up a bad odd man rush right away to lose the momentum. You want to press on IUP, and you want to keep pushing on them, and hopefully you'll get Hallman to make a couple more mistakes.
Yeah, I'd expect here from the Colonials, quick off the start, let's get the puck in deep and immediately go back to laying the body. That's what worked at the end of last period to generate their goal. That's what we should go right back to. And interesting choice by the Colonials here, starting off with the third line of Betts, Love, and Bendekovic. Definitely you're looking like your highest skilled line tonight. They generated the goal. Let's start them off for this period.
Definitely, and they were the ones that scored. They had the momentum in their favor, and now let's see if they can keep it. Parzinski now is going to try and send it across. Does make its way to Love. He's going to dump it in. Bendekovic on the chase. Able to cut it down. A little bit of a board battle here on the close boards. Past Love. Gets it all the way to Baker. Baker's shot gets blocked right to the stick of a Crimson Hawk. Parzinski now going to send it up. Bendekovic Tries to hit Love, unable to reach his stick. Back it goes, past the stick of Baker and into the zone. Parzinski now. Loses it to a Crimson Hawk, but Bet's able to get there. Bendekovic gets past one, but a horrible bounce off the linesman, as they could have had a 2-on-1 going the other way.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as you want to start for the Colonials here. They're going forward with a lot of speed. They're breaking the puck out well. The complete opposite of the way they looked in the middle of the last period.
Complete opposite, and the start of the last period, too. They're coming out strong. Definitely that last goal, pushing the fire, building that fire, putting more kindling on the fire, as you would say. But a horrible bounce off the linesman. Could have had a 2-on-1. Dumped in is Jones. Ermajati going to go on the chase. Harvey sends it up the Crimson Hawk way. It is the captain, Gallardo. Save made there by Brozovic, and now the Colonials with LaQuatra are going to try and send it up for Ermajati just out of reach. Harvey going to send it back. No one there. LaQuatra the first one to it. LaQuatra cutting in. Shot save made by Holman. Rebound is loose. No one there as the Colonials were changing, though.
Yeah, Colonials really need to jump on the rebounds there. I feel like they've been getting some pretty juicy rebounds throughout the whole game, but just not been able to capitalize on it yet.
LaQuatra going to send that one in. It's going to be chased down by Rose. Picked up by Newton at the blue line, but given right to the Crimson Hawks. Here comes Filson. Filson gets taken down, no calls. Here come the Colonials. It's Newton. Newton has one with him. It's Smith. Goes in. Backhand shot. Just goes wide. Parker Smith taking out the net. Thought he was going to get the pass on that one.
Yeah, that looked like a great odd man rush there for the Colonials. I thought Newton was going to go backhand cross, leave it on the ice right across the middle to Parker Smith to tuck in. Instead, he tries to go high and over that glove hand and just misses high over the back of the net.
Holman thanking his lucky stars on that one.
Definitely.
Smith going to win the draw into his own feet. He's going to keep it. It goes right to the stick of Newton, just past him, actually. Smith down in the corner. No one there to pick up the pass from behind the net. And now the Crimson Hawks going the other way. Taken down by 3 people, and taken down Baker is the Crimson Hawk forward. Newton on the chase in the corner. That one's going to send all the way down to Parzinski. Parzinski with it. Going to tip that one up. In the skate, no one knows where it is except for the man who has the puck. And now the Crimson Hawks have it in full possession. Past Newton is Filson. Filson sends it to the point shot, and it goes in. That one's going to be, there's 2 opportunities. The original shot, David Strilka, but a tip in front will go to number 64, Ryan Malachi, and that's not what you want if you're the Colonials.
Yeah, that looked like a fantastic tip in front there by Malachi. It looked like that puck changed direction, so someone definitely had to get a piece of it. Not sure if it was him or not, but the Colonials looked like they had 2 good shifts in a row there. They were getting the puck in deep. They had some scoring opportunities, but that goal there looks like it might shift the momentum of this period.
Just a shaky one. Like we said, the greasy goals are going to be the one that determines this one, and that one's going to be a greasy one that will determine it. IUP now with possession of the puck again. The 4th line out there trying to change the momentum yet again. Hagen back, loses it. So it will be the goal for Malachi, assisted by Strilka. And the other assist will go to number 92, Nate Podolak. As the Colonials look to bounce back. Vukman on the chase. Pass it back. Portugallo. Going to push that one up. Pushed away from the stick there was Cassavy. He wants a bigger role in this team, so he wants to make every shift count.
Yeah, it seems like a fantastic effort from Cassavy here. He's not getting a lot of shifts, but it seems like he's making the most out of them. Hopefully someone that can find their place in the lineup and stay in it going forward this season.
Shirelli now behind his own net, trying to break it out. Pass that one up. Pass off the skate. And now the Colonials, they're playing a little sloppy again, which is not something you want if you're down by 3.
Yeah, Colonials, we need puck possession here. We haven't been scoring or really getting any opportunities off the run and gun, quick opportunities. They've been scoring when they've had the puck in the zone for a little bit longer, so got to settle down, got to keep the puck longer on your stick here.
Medekovic on the chase, but Jones able to keep that one in and sends it straight in the netting. Not what you want. Could have had a great chance there for some zone time.
Yep, again, it just looks like the Colonials are struggling to just keep the puck on their stick in the offensive zone. And also, it's worth noting that Colonials, we haven't seen a lot of the Daniels line so far. That was the line that made the huge hit that I would say generated the goal last period, but I don't know if we've seen them at all so far. So
I believe one shift.
Yeah, that's a line I'd like to see a little bit more of. See them get out there and lay the body more. That's what we need to bring some energy back to this team.
As we will see the fourth line back out there of Ermajati, Luff, and LaQuatra. Down is Jones chasing it. It will be called no icing. As now up to Luff. Luff loses it at the top of the circle, but no danger there for IUP. Shirelli's going to dump that one in. No one around. Johnson's going to be the one to get it for IUP.
Looks like they wanted the stretch pass there, but no one was really in a position to receive it.
That's something you got to worry about. You got to figure out how to get that stretch pass, how to get the perfect sauce out to him. Jones behind his own net. Now he's going to push up. Switches with Ermajati. High stick on the play. It's going to go to Luff. Luff up to LaQuatra. LaQuatra can't get the shot off. Hooked a little bit by Gurgio. Now Harvey pushing in. Loses it to Baker. Turned around. No one there as LaQuatra was going for a change. As here come the Colonials, unable to get the puck. Newton pushes it off. And now we've got a good zone pressure here for the Colonials. Shot by Newton just goes off the stick. Smith now behind the net, sends it in front, no avail, and now that one's going to exit the zone. Not as much pressure as we would have hoped.
And you could have heard Parker Smith desperately calling for that puck in front of the net, even from in the stands. So Colonials really just need to get that puck moving forward a little quicker.
Tipped out by Smith, so no icing. Picked up behind the net by IUP. Newton on the chase. Rose went for it, unable to get there as Baker's going to send that one in. Big hit there at center ice. Sent in deep. And now IUP is going to try and send it in deep as picked up by Parzinski between the dots. Up to Newton. Newton with a nice between-the-leg pass to Smith before trying to hit Vukman, but no avail. And we will go all the way back for an icing. 14 on the clock.
Yeah, I think Colonials have got to strike soon. If they want to be back in this game, we need a goal, I would say within the next 2 minutes, to give them time to claw their way all the way back in. I wouldn't expect 3 quick goals from the Colonials. I think it's going to be a slow trickle of goals. If they're going to work their way back in this game, they got to start scoring soon.
As that time between needing goals lowers, nice block there by Baker. About 14 minutes left. That means you're looking at about 5 minutes between goals, which is not something you want if you're the Colonials.
No, yeah, we definitely got to get scoring soon if we want to have a hand back in this game.
Brozovic behind his own net's going to send it back. Almost turned over to Cole, but good play there by Parzinski. Now Baker going to try and free it out for Vukman. Gets around 1, gets around 2, and now he has a chance in on goal. Save made by Hallman. That's a chance you want. I think he should have looked for the pass maybe a little bit there. And now the Colonials with another chance. Daniels with another shot. Daniels made the big hit. Maybe he can keep the pressure going. Maybe get a good goal.
Yeah, that was a great play there by this line. It all starts with that great hand-eye from Jackson Vukman here in the neutral zone to receive that stretch pass. It looked like it was going to be chipped all the way down in for an icing. He knocks it down and keeps it and is able to start this whole offensive rush.
It's Vukman now on the draw. He's going to win that one to his line mate Daniels. Vukman now has it. A little bit back and forth between the two of them and turned over to the IUP forward. Unfortunate as it could have been a good pressure here. Daniels now going to try to win it for Vukman, just a little bit out of reach. And Vukman now up in the air. Could have had a great chance again. Just a couple bad bounces so far. And maybe this goes a different way.
Yeah, definitely great pressure by this bottom end Colonials line here. Able to keep IUP in their own zone for much of that shift. Really flipping the script there. Usually they've been trapped in for much of the game. So great job there to tire out the IUP defensemen. They send it down for an icing, get some fresh Colonial legs out there. Hopefully expect a goal here this next shift.
This is the line of the goal scorer. Ethan Bendekovic scored with just about a minute and a half to go. And he's trying to get it around again. Shirelli now cuts into the zone. Shirelli's shot gets blocked. Send over to Betts. Betts tries to send it in front. No one around. Turned over back to Betts. And now Shirelli and puck bouncing all over the place. It is like volleyball in here right now. It's going to be sent to Jones, and Jones is going to miss it and go all the way down. He's going to pick it up at the top of the circles. IUP changing. He's going to go for another stretch pass. No one around, but turned over. Bendekovic in front tries to hit Betts just passed it to his leg as opposed to his skate or stick.
Yeah, Betts does a great job pulling that puck out of his feet there, trying to move it forward to his stick.
Shot there, tipped by Bendekovic, but right into Hallman. Back to the point to Hagen. Hagen going to send that one back down to Bendekovic. Good pressure here. Gets around one. Hits off another one. In front, back to the point. Jones's shot hits and save made there by Hallman.
Great pressure here by the Colonials for the last two shifts. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Does look like they're changing up D pairings a little bit, putting Hagen with Jones, or maybe that was just a little bit of a late change there by Jones.
Yeah, it might have been a late change. His normal line mate, Sam Palmer's out there now with him.
Palmer with a good shot, though, as the Colonials have made it a whole shift in the offensive zone. Just a one little trip to the neutral zone that gets that was immediately brought back in, as Luff gets knocked down on the far boards.
Luff went down hard there. Looked like he was trying to look for a trip there. No call from the referee.
Is now as the new line gets on for the Colonials, Hagen now going to have it behind his own net. Passes it up to LaQuatra. LaQuatra going to go all the way up to Armaggiati. Armaggiati just out of reach, and will go off the face of Luff on that clear attempt. And now Luff's going to have it. He's in, pushing in, stops and starts. Tries to get it back from Armaggiati. Can't get there. Now here comes IUP the other way. Harvey pushing in. He's just going to dump it in. It's going to be picked up by Brozovic. Thought he left that one behind, but he's going to snag that one to get a whistle.
Yeah, it really looked like he was going to leave it for his defenseman there. See it, let him wheel around the backside of the net, but instead he takes a stoppage for the Colonials. Again, get another line change on, keep that high energy rolling. I would say that was 3 straight shifts of some pretty good energy from the Colonials, keeping the puck back in that IUP defensive zone.
While they're getting good pressure, they're running out of time. There's a good chance there gets stopped after a faulty face-off by the ref. Puck does not hit the ice, so will be redrawn. I believe that will be what it was called.
Yeah, that looks like what was happening. Neither center got thrown out there.
There's another chance to win it forward with Smith, unable to win it forward that time. Send in the slot, no one there for IUP. That one's going to get dumped in. Turned over at the point. Sent in, and now Baker's going to go back and get it. Baker loses it, going to be picked up by Parzinski. Parzinski up to Newton. Newton loses it, but he's going to push it up to Rose. Rose loses it, and now Newton has it again. The Colonials doing a good job of turning the puck back over after they immediately turn it over. Smith's shot gets blocked. And picked up by Smith again. And once again, turnover that they just managed to turn over again. Not giving IUP much puck possession in this period, at least this shift.
Yeah, Colonials really looking gritty in the puck battles, able to win it back whenever they start to give it away.
Jones now going to pressure for it. Full sail line change for IUP. Not something you want. If the Colonials, as the puck's going to come up towards us, almost got to us. Fans ducking it right to our left.
Yeah, that zipped right past the broadcast booth. We almost had to make a save on that one.
Almost had to make a save. We got 3 goalies up here in the broadcast booth with us right now. Hopefully one of us could have made a glove save on that one.
Yeah, it looks like face-off going to center ice here. Colonials going back to the Bookman-Daniels Kasivi line here.
Jones going to try and send that one in, but Daniels able to get it. Sent in deep. Pulled a luck. Leaves it behind the net. Now IUP with a little bit of a false communication turns it right over to Kasivi. As IUP now somehow gets through all 4 to get a 2-on-1 there. All 5 people were around them, and they just squeezed right through, but a great save by Brozovic on that chance.
Yeah, IUP somehow generated a 2-on-1 there out of kind of a scrum along the far boards. JB makes a great flashing glove save there to keep the Colonials in this game.
The Colonials win that draw, but turn it over to Cole. And now Jones going to send it deep and picked up by IUP in black. As they're going to send it this toward us and turn right over to Bookman. Once again, doing a good job of turning the puck over are the Colonials. Daniel's going to tip that one in. It's going to be picked up by Poldoluk. Send in, and that will be an icing. 8:43, running out of time are the Colonials. They've got to get one fast.
Yeah, Colonials have done a good job so far of keeping the energy high for I would say for most of the duration of this period, but still lacking on the score sheet.
They got to get one fast. They're running out of time. Just under 3 minutes they need for each goal. They need 3 minutes between a goal, just about. Back to Hagen. Hagen's shot just goes wide, a little floater. I don't know if Hallman saw that one until the very end.
Yeah, that puck looked like it had eyes for that top right corner, but just a couple feet wide.
Pick down, working with it below the goal line. Turned over again. This third line has been incredible so far. As now the Colonials with it. Sent down for Bendekovic. Bendekovic in front. Tries to hit Betts. Can't get it. Palmer's shot. Glove save there by Hallman. The pressure's there. They just can't find the back of the net.
Yep. Colonials just looks like they're just not their scoring opportunities whenever they shoot it, it's just not they're not picking corners here. They're either putting it pretty much dead center of the net like that shot, or we're missing feet, or sometimes just inches wide, but the opportunities are there. We're just not capitalizing on them.
And a great win by Bendekovic just goes out the reach of Palmer, as he's going to have to win a race down with Lichtstein. But he's able to win the race just barely, though. And the puck is turned over in the slot. Shot goes wide. Rebound. Great play there by Hagen to stop the rebound. Bendekovic now 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Betts tries to send it in for Bendekovic, but goes right on net and covered there by Hallman. Not really a high danger chance. Just kind of floated it right into his pads.
Yeah, not a bad idea there on the play, trying to generate a rebound on front or let Bendekovic kind of tap it forward to himself. But IUP really quick on the back check there. That's why not a whole lot of options for the Colonials on that play.
That's something we've seen all game. IUP has been really fast. They've been able to catch us, the Colonials, every time that they have the puck. Baker with it at the point, sends it down for Ermajati, just goes over his stick. Now LaQuatra turns it over. Now IUP with it again. There's a huge hit by Ermajati, not able to knock him over. Sent in, picked off by Baker. Baker's going to keep it in. The third line is keeping the pressure on after not having much zone pressure in the first. Parzinski now going to send it on net. Glove saved by Hallman, increasing his save percentage just ever so slightly. As here come the Colonials. Turned over by Newton, and now LaQuatra has it. LaQuatra in, shot blocked. Rebound goes to Baker. Baker with a spin, just goes out of the zone, just loses it. Parzinski couldn't keep it in. Yeah,
LaQuatra looking there. Looked like he wanted to take the shot. The rest of his line mates were looking there for a pass off the pad. Maybe we want to rethink that choice there. Be a little more unselfish.
As now the Colonials look at they're running out of time. They're down to about a goal every 2 minutes now if they want to come back in this game. As now Newton turns it over to Baker has it. Now to Newton. Newton has Smith up top if he wants him. He's not going to go there. He's going to go all the way across to Baker. Baker's going to hit Newton back with the pass. Newton just with a backhand attempt, unable to get it to anywhere, is turned over to IUP. The Colonials now pressuring in. Smith on the chase. Back to Shirelli, turned over. As they're going to send it in. Picked up here. And turned over by Smith. He has one with him. It's Newton and and he scores! No celebration, so I thought he made the save, but Justin Newton will get on the board as they cut the lead in half. Now they need a goal every 3 minutes. It's 4-2, not 4-2 Colonials, 4-2 Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, it looked like, everyone on the ice looked like Hallman made a fantastic stretching save there. No celebration from the Colonials, all business. They know they need 2 more goals on the board here to be back in this game. They're right back to center ice line up to get another one.
No celebration at all. Tricked us all up here in the booth. We all were I was about to praise Hallman for that save, but it just goes in. And now the Colonials got to add the pressure.
Yep, back within 2. Great effort by Parker Smith there to get that turnover right at the blue line to really generate that chance.
Shot blocked there.
Yep, and the lone assist on that goal is going to go to Parker Smith. So Newton from Smith with right around 6 minutes left to go in the third period to bring the Colonials within 2.
Bookman now, the fourth line out there, the energy line, as they're going to try and get some energy in this team to finish this comeback. Hit there by Daniels just goes wide, unable to connect. Knocked him off balance though, so it was enough to get the puck off of him. Daniels now pressing in as Crimson Hawks are playing 2 guys back. They were all the way at the red line just moments ago. They're playing a little forward now because the Hawks have the puck. They seem like they were playing really far back.
Yeah, they're really sitting back, not pressuring hard here.
As a dangerous hit there on Daniels as he gets caught in the stanchion, as that's not good for the Colonials there, especially with a lot of guys already on IR. That was a dangerous hit.
Yeah, that's not a hit you ever want to see someone have to take, regardless of what team you play for.
As they're going to call the medic over, as that did not look good. Able to crawl his way onto the bench, but that's dangerous for Wade Daniels.
Yeah, hoping for the best for Daniels. Hope that medic can get over there to tend to him. But, yeah, that's not a hit that you ever want to see someone have to take.
On to a not-so-sorrow note. We're about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left as we try to distract ourselves from the dangerous hit. Colonials, what do you need to do to, get these 2 goals back in this short amount of time?
They're going to have to go forward fast. I know we've been preaching take your time with the puck. Look for all your options, and that you have to slow it down to maintain possession. With only 4 minutes left, you're going to have to go forward to score. It's not going to be a possession game anymore. We're going to have to run and gun a little bit if they want to win this game. So that's what we got to look to see the Colonials do, is just go forward with some speed instead of trying to outpossess the Crimson Hawks here.
You got to go fast, and you've got to pressure as fast as possible. You got to get as many shots in this last 4 minutes and 40 seconds as you can. I mean, while it's not going to be fun, it's going to be gritty. They're going to hit you when you try and pressure in. You just got to try and avoid the hit or however you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're seeing Wade Daniels is back upright on the bench. The medic is attending to him. So looks
round of applause from the fans.
Yep, looks like he's looking better over there. Definitely what you want to see.
Can make it to an upright position as the IUP is going to win the draw. Back down, picked up by Hagen. Hagen going to send it in front. Blocked there by Palmer. Could have saved another. That's a good save there. Betts now on the pressure, able to get the puck off him, but it goes right to the defense as Mal Palmer back. They've got to go quickly. Bendekovic has it. Turns it over, but able to get it back. Hagen now. Up to Betts. Betts tries to get across, but blocked by Filson. Palmer sends it in. Picked up in the corner by Bendekovic. He's going to send it into the net. Batted away by Hallman. Back to the point, it's Hagen. Sent towards the net, picked up there in front. Love has it. Love going to try and send it towards the net. No one there to grab it.
Yeah, Colonial's working around the outside there. Not a whole lot of attempts to go straight forward to the net. Working around the outside of the zone there. Definitely got to work towards the net a little harder.
Bendekovic with a little reverse hit there along the IUP bench. As now they're trying to gain pressure back. And that one's going to go out. Baker now. As own blue line's going to poke it up to Love. Love tries to hit Smith, but it just goes off. And he's going to hit that one backwards somehow. Flips that one forward and then hits it with his own stick. Unfortunate there, as the Colonials need a bounce. They keep getting the bad end of the bounces.
Yeah, definitely. The puck luck's not going the Colonials' way this game. And I think that might be reflected on the scoreboard today as well.
Smith now Baker sends it up for Smith. Smith now has it. Barely onside, saved there by Hallman. 3 minutes to go in the third period, as we're probably going to see a shortened bench for the Colonials.
Yeah, definitely. This is where you want to run your top producing lines. That might not always be lines 1 and 2, but you got to run your top producing lines today for these last couple minutes. And if you're Coach Norm Riffner, how early are you pulling your goalie? Down 2, but definitely have the momentum going your way. When are you pulling your goalie?
I could see it within the next 90 seconds. That's my guess.
I would say before a minute and a half, if the Colonials have possession, we're going for an empty net here, just to have that added pressure.
Baker's racing back, turns it right over to an IUP defender. that was no balk. Sent in front and saved there by Brozovic. Bad turnover there. Could have led to a something you don't want, which is another goal for IUP.
Yeah, if that puck ends up in the back of the net there, that's the nail in the coffin for the Colonials. So definitely very dangerous turnover there committed by Brian Baker.
Back to the point. Shovels it down all the way around. Going to be picked up by Burton. The Colonials trying to get out of their own zone. They do, but turned over to Beck. Beck going to send it in, as that will be an icing. 2:22 to go. As do you think Brozovic comes now? And he will. Brozovic coming to the bench now. Face off in the offensive zone. 6-on-5 with 2:22 to go.
Yeah, I like that decision there from Norm Riffner. You got to do it early. We're looking for 2 goals here, not just one. So we got to go to the empty net early, so we have time to get both.
Luff has been excellent on faceoffs, and he continues to be. A little bit held there at the point by Jones. Maybe wanted to get rid of that a little quicker. Could have got a better shot off. Jones now with it, going to send it across to Shirelli. Shirelli turns it over at the top of the circle, but it's just gonna go behind the net. Shirelli keeps it. Shirelli loses it, gets taken down, no call. Hits Shirelli as the puck is just bouncing around in that corner, and the Colonials, that's not good for the Colonials as more time gets ticked off. Jones now with it as they're bringing out the top unit after a little bit of a breather. Smith on, leaves it for LaQuatra. LaQuatra leaves it for Luff, just goes past him. Cassavy out here in a dire situation. That's good for someone who's your 13th forward.
Yeah, definitely good for him if he's playing as the extra forward there to get a little bit of ice time. In this situation, that's showing some trust from the coaches to put him out there in a must-score situation. Now it looks like we're going to go back to the line of Love, Betts, and Bendekovic with the added forward of Parker Smith. That's a line that I think is going to produce if we're looking for a goal here.
As we're going to get a timeout for IUP here. The Colonials lose their timeout earlier, so they did not have it available for this situation. But now IUP calls a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting coaching decision there. You're giving the Colonials time to drop a play, but that also means IUP can change off this icing. So with the timeout call there, usually you can't change on the icing. When you call that timeout, you are free to. So IUP can get some fresh legs out there or rest their best 5 if they were already on the ice. Now given that lets Norm and the Colonials drop a play. So we're going to see here definitely an interesting decision. Definitely going to lead to an interesting last 90 seconds of this game.
As we do see Wade Daniels being helped off the ice by his line mates, Vukman and Ermajati, as he will go to the locker room just a little bit early, a minute and a half early. It's good that he's able to get off at his own feet, though.
Yeah, definitely good to see him be able to skate off pretty much on his own there, but definitely wishing for the best from him. Hopefully we'll get to check in with him after this game ends. But, yeah, wishing for the best for Wade Daniels and wishing for a Colonial comeback in these last 90 seconds.
As we do see a 3-3 setup. Normally you see 2 people lined up on the close wing, but Parker Smith going for a long route as that one's going to be passed out. Great play by Betts to keep that one from going all the way down, but just a little high, and it's going to go all the way down, forcing Brozovic to go back into the net. Unfortunate for the Colonials.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. Colonials need a face-off win here so they can go straight forward back up the ice and we could pull the goalie again. But, yeah, must-win face-off here for Parker Smith.
Smith needs to win it, and he does. But a little bit of miscommunication on who's going to get it from Betts and Parzinski, and it gets turned over.
Yeah, Betts played it to the wall there, but that's the spot that he should be in as that right wing.
Smith has it in his feet. Going to lose it. Picked up now by Betts. Betts going to try and send it across to Baker. Baker tries to dump it in. No one there, though, as Gergio sends it in. Baker now with 1 minute to go. Gets crunched into the boards in an awkward position, and he is down now. As now we're going to get a whistle as Baker looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see, especially since the medic already went off with Wade Daniels. So Baker being helped up by his teammates here.
Unfortunate, as that's their captain with 48 seconds left. I mean, no goals in the season for Baker, but he's a huge voice in the locker room.
Yeah.
He's something you want out there.
Baker, absolutely a huge contributor to this team. Sometimes it's not always on the score sheet, but he's always a contributor, and he's always a great force behind this Colonial team.
Unfortunately, looks more angry than injured at this point that nothing gets called on that.
Yeah, Baker able to skate off on his own there, but definitely looking frustrated on the bench. Looking for a call there. But it looks like we're going to stay 5-on-5 for the remainder of this game.
48 seconds to go as the game has slowed down quite a bit too.
Definitely. It feels like within these last 5 minutes, it's felt more like 15 go by with still less than a minute left on the clock.
Another chance for IUP. Turned over. Another shot saved there by Brozovic that time. That was a great hard shot there by Blutcher. Already has 2 tonight, so you know he can shoot. But
yeah, definitely. And it looked like Parzinski really went to lay the hammer there, lay a big hit, and the forward just barely rolled off that one.
So the Colonials, 35 seconds left. It's not over till it's over, but it does not look like there's much chance left for here in the Colonials, as especially with this, number 93, Mellett, just going to hold it against the boards. 3 Colonials had to pry it out, and they're playing 2 back, and they're playing so far back.
Yeah, IUP playing super deep, like 2 free safeties trying to protect their lead, and looks like it's going to work.
Turned over, and another chance turned over yet again. They had a chance in the offensive zone, but could not get there. Icing is a call. Parker with a late shot.
Yeah, Parker Smith with a late shot. That's obviously going to make some tempers flare. That's a big unwritten rule there he's breaking. But he's getting a mouthful there from a couple of IUP players.
I mean, if you're Parker, if you're winding up and take the shot, I mean, I'm not trying to be devil's advocate here, but if you're winding up to take the shot and you don't hear the whistle in time, oh well. But 6-on-5 for the last 5 seconds as Brozovic goes to the bench. This game is pretty much done for at this point. I don't think pretty much is a word. I think it's done for.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Colonials are probably going to follow this one. Yeah, hit the final 5 seconds.
Definitely a heartbreaker for the Colonials here, and I think what lost the game for them is zone time. They struggled to possess the puck in the IUP zone, and were very frequently trapped in their own, and I think that is what made the difference today.
Final shot of the game from Parzinski, as Hallman is going to get the win in this one, as IUP is going to come into the Colonials building and take the win. They will win this one 4-2 is the final score in this one.
Yep, and that's going to send IUP to a record of 8-2 and RMU to 7-2. So that'll definitely shake things up on the leaderboard for the CHE here early in the season. And definitely you can see a lot of really competitive teams within that league.
I definitely believe so. This will end the Colonials' undefeated streak in conference play and end their 7-game win streak as well. So unfortunate in that note for the Colonials. But this game, it was very winnable for the Colonials. There were a lot of bad bounces that just went the wrong way. The one I keep going back to, the linesman sitting on the boards could have had a chance to chip it and go a 2-on-1 the other way. Just goes off the leg of the linesman. Unfortunate for the Colonials in that case.
Yeah, definitely Colonials just you're falling to this game, but they definitely were never out of it. We saw some great energy towards the end of the second period and for the greater part of the third period that definitely on the bright side, you saw some good hockey from the Colonials there.
That was true. And now, unfortunately, with a loss, we still have to go through this. 3 stars of the game. Who you got for the 3 stars?
I'm going to say for my third star of the game, I'm going to go with Ethan Bendekovic. Scored a fantastic goal for the Colonials to bring them back into this. That backdoor goal was great. Who are you going to here for the second star?
My second star, I'm going to go with John Hallman for the IUP. Had a great game in goal, and I mean, unfortunate that, he didn't get many shots, but the shots he did face were in high quality. So I feel like he deserves a second star of the game. Yeah,
and then for my first star of the game, I'm going to go with number 12, Clay Blutcher. 2 goals, fantastic performance. That led the whole game when scoring. That's who you'd expect as your first star of the game. Great performance by him today.
Yeah, 2 points for Clay Blutcher. We'll go through the goals one more time before we end RMU. With 2 minutes left in the second period, you got Ethan Bendekovich from John Betts and Zach Love. And then late in the third, Justin Newton scores from Parker Smith. On the IUP side, score opened up with Rob Lichstein from Andreas Portogello, then followed by number 12, Clay Butcher, assisted by Jake Gergio. And then again, it would be Clay Butcher, assisted this time by Luke Johnson and Joey Semitkoski, on the power play. And then the fourth one in the third would be Ryan Malachi from David Strilka and number 92, Nate Podolak. So that'll be it from the Clearview Ice Arena. We will see you next week for, I believe, D1 action is finally back on the Clearview Ice Arena. But until then, we will see you, and that will be all from here.